English video channel Learning English by Repetition. Practice is the best way to improve your English. In today's episode, you will learn English with a story. James's daily routine. James wakes up at 6:30 in the morning and opens his eyes slowly. He feels a little tired but gets out of bed and stretches his arms. Then, he walks to the bathroom and turns on the light. He looks in the mirror and smiles at himself. James takes off his pajamas and gets into the shower. He turns on the warm water and washes his hair with shampoo. Next, he washes his body with soap and rinses off. He turns off the water, grabs a towel, and dries his body and hair. After his shower, he brushes his teeth with toothpaste and rinses his mouth. He puts on deodorant and goes back to his room to get dressed. James picks a pair of jeans and a comfortable t-shirt. He puts on socks and ties his shoes. He looks at the clock and sees it's 7 a.m., time for breakfast. He walks to the kitchen because he feels hungry. He makes a simple breakfast with toast, eggs, and coffee. He sits at the table and enjoys his food while reading the news on his phone. After breakfast, he washes his plate and puts his cup in the sink. He grabs his work bag, takes his keys, and leaves the house. James walks to the bus stop and waits patiently. When the bus arrives, he gets on and finds a seat. He listens to music during the ride to the city. After a short trip, he arrives at his workplace. He enters the building and says good morning to his coworkers. He sits at his desk and turns on his computer. James checks his emails and starts working on a project. He types on the keyboard and drinks a second cup of coffee. He takes a short break and talks with a friend near the coffee machine. Later, he continues working until 5 o'clock in the afternoon. When the workday ends, he turns off his computer and leaves the office. Instead of going home, James walks to the gym nearby. He enters the gym and changes into workout clothes. Before starting, he drinks some water and warms up. He lifts weights for a while and then runs on the treadmill. After his workout, he is very sweaty and tired. He rests for a few minutes and then takes a quick shower. He puts on clean clothes and leaves the gym. Now, it's time for his English class. James walks to the school where his class starts at 6:30 p.m. He enters the classroom and sits at his usual seat. He opens his notebook and listens carefully to the teacher. The teacher explains some new words and grammar rules. James repeats the words and practices speaking English. He writes the new vocabulary in his notebook. He asks a few questions and answers the teacher's questions. James also talks with his classmates in English. He enjoys learning and feels happy with his progress. At 8 p.m., the class ends and he says goodbye to the teacher. James walks home feeling tired but proud of his day. When he gets home, he eats dinner and relaxes for a while. Finally, he goes to bed and falls asleep quickly. Questions and answers. What time does James wake up? He wakes up at 6:30 in the morning. What does he eat for breakfast? He eats toast, eggs, and drinks coffee. How does he go to work? He takes the bus to work. What exercises does he do at the gym? He lifts weights and runs on the treadmill. What time does his English class finish? It finishes at 8 p.m. Thank you for watching the video. Keep practicing every day to improve more and more. Please, remember to like, share and subscribe. Your help is very important to us.